Alright. G'day guys. Brand new GoPro, lost it the other day. My daughter turned 18, she kicked me out of the house for the weekend, so here I am at the back of Lithgow. I just pulled up at the first stream I've come to. I thought I was going to chase some trout, and I've dropped 2 trout just at my feet here. Tried to film out of the new GoPro, but then I realised I had to set it up. So here we go, we're going to start fishing now. I literally had 4 casts for 2 drop fish, and I am using a worm hook buried in, and I don't plan on fishing here. I just pulled up to give her indoors a bit of a break and a stretch. We're going to go up the Turin, that's where we're heading. But it was just so cool. They're a pretty little fish. This rubber doesn't look that good anymore. Don't know why. First time I put it on, it looked awesome. Oh, yeah, I need a little drop shot hook for it. He just wanted it, that trout though, so I must persevere with it until I come across another one. I just had a really nice trout, like a decent trout. Just follow this right across that fence line. Will he come back? He wanted it, he followed it all the way. Oh no. Damn. The others I seen were little things, but this thing was a good 2-3 pounder. Oh, I had him. Damn, there's another one. Oh, I'm gonna go and change my hooks, I think. I only had the worm hook rig on just to see if I could find fish. But this thing's full of trout. Come on. You only get one go at each one. Oh, he's a nice trout too. Oops, don't do that, Aaron. Tricky. A little Celta or something would have smashed him. This is the last time. Ah, oh, and again. Come on. This is just so full of trout. I got the fever. Let's just cut this down a bit. Hopefully this works, otherwise I'm going to have to go and get some lures. Oh no, let's try this. Just can't get it over how many trout are in here. Oh, I had one straight away. I gotta come back with a drop shot hook, mate. That was amazing. I've dropped 6 trout in 50 yards, and all it is just I've just got to change these hooks. I'm actually thinking about putting a little diver on first, just out of curiosity, because that's going to be a lot of fun. And then I'll try this. I know they're biting the worm, so I'm gonna go to the car, come back. Recording, yep, good. Alright, well, I drew 5-6 fish. Missed all of them on the worm hook, but they all tacked the lure. I don't know if I'll get a second dig at them. but it gave me a huge amount of confidence, and one of them was worth catching. It was probably about 40 centimetres long. So I'll try a little tiny diver. I ain't gonna get it. They're pretty well from my first cast. I was watching them. So I don't know if they're going to come a second dig or not, but we'll go and have a go. The last spot I hooked the fish, and they were pretty well, it was like I was stacked up in there. Oh, g'day cow. Just give me an indication if this dive is going to work, but straight away I don't think so. Oh, there's one behind it now. Oh, there's about 4 of them. Huh. That wasn't their thing, mate. There was a stack of them, not real big. Looks like it's going to be the drop shot. They're slashing at this lure but not committing. And the other thing I noticed too is these hooks stick together a lot. There's stacks of trout in here, so once I hone in on this bite, I'm following this one but not committing to it. At least it's showing me fish though. I think I'll have to go to a Puzzy though, just to get that result. Going poor man's fly fishing. Little ball sinker, little drop shot, and a little bait breath. Right, we've established there's a ton of trout in here, mostly small, but the odd decent one, what I call fun one. Type of new braid, I think. Anyway, this is a 5-minute stopover. It's turned into a 35-minute challenge. Oh, straight away, bang. I still missed him. Well, my first attempt at trout fishing, some ways it's a shocker because I haven't landed a trout, but in other ways, oh geez, I've seen some. I've drawn about 10. Actually drawn one school of trout out, but this fog's just lifted, and everywhere I've drawn a fish you wouldn't know one lived here now. So it says go and adventure some more. I'm honing in. My next session, when I find them again, will be a lot different. Awesome, it's working. Alright, I've just got to get one trout and I'll be back. It won't be long. Change reels, go on the baffers, bought a little spinner. Oh yeah, first cast, look at that. Come on, off the bridge, look at that. Hey, an angry carp. I'm gonna go and show my wife now. Look at that, how cool is that? Come here. Oh, come here, slippery. There's my little trout. We're running. One cast. I'm just going to go show my wife this and let him go and then catch a few more. And she's going, what? What? I said, I want to show you this fish. He goes, what? We just pulled up. I've just walked up to the bridge and just caught him. Bang. That was fun. Hey, wait, mate. I'm going to let you go. Now, I've seen a big one this morning. I had a lot of... Oh, look at him, he's gone. I was a bit worried about that. I don't know how fragile trout are. I shouldn't treat them like bass. I did have dry hands. I wasn't expecting to catch that fish. They are just a spotted carp to me. But it's been over 10 years since I've caught a trout or even fished for trout. And 3 times in my life, well, this is the 3rd time in my life I've attempted it. Twice in my life I went mad on trout, and both of them were just after floods. And we've just had the big 2020 floods go through, so here I am chasing trout again. And it's the last weekend before the season shuts too, so that even makes it better. But I pulled up here, I dropped probably 10 trout. I didn't know they were going to be here, so I stuck a worm rig on and just a rubber worm, and they were smashing it. I just couldn't hook them up. So I drove to Bathurst. Actually, we've been down to Turin, we've been right through to Sofala and across to Bathurst. Oh, that looks so good. Where are they staging? Let's look for them. I think the beauty of trout fishing is not so much the slimy little fish, but more where you catch them. Like this, it just feels great to be alive walking this sort of country. It really does. It would be all over it down here. I might have to switch again. That was a redfin or a trout. It looked more like a redfin, but I've never really caught a brown trout, so he was all over it. He got his hooks onto it, so I don't know if I'll get him back, but he wanted it. They sort of just give you that one go at each one of them still. Okay, so I'm almost there. I'm working it out slowly. Let me try a different spinner. I bought 3. I've only ever really used the Salters. I've used a few maps before, nothing Larry like this. Oh, this is actually a, this was interesting. This was a Tassie Devil spinner. That's why I grabbed it. I just had a trout chase me in this hole, so I thought, I'll give him a go and see what happens. Oh, you can see him clear. Spin's good. Oh yeah, that's a redfin. It could be a brown trout, but I don't know. Not really what they want. Yep. Hit it. A little gentle bites. Oh well, try another hole. Just can't quite. I got the draw going, the hook up. Is what I'm working on now. And I'm sure I'll get it too. Some nice trout this morning, but these guys now are basically fingerlings. Yep, I'm on. It's a better one. Or is it? Nah. Well, I had the trout bug. Hey! And I had a goal today. I wanted to catch a trout and a redfin. And there's my redfin. And honestly, that was like pulling in a wet sock. You know, these have got nothing compared to bass. It's only a little guy. Get that exposure. Pretty fish, but I mean, mate, you know what that is? Bass food. If you put these into a dam with big bass, oh geez, big bass will get bigger. There you go. I've had a target today was to get out of the house, take my wife for a drive, which we've done, and then I wanted to target a trout and a redfin, and here he is. And look, I'm going to turn the camera off, and you guys aren't going to know what I'm going to do with this fish, all right? Because some people let them go, some don't. Fisheries advise that they're not recommended to let go. Now, redfin or a trout? Honestly, you're like a little wet sock, buddy. These aren't sport. Anyway, I had to do it. They are a pretty fish, and I reckon you'd have a bit of fun on them. Bigger, but as far as calling this a sport fish, no way. Just an invasive, horrible fish. Or would you rather trout cod, Murray cod, bass, or one of these guys? You know? Yeah, they're pretty. I will give them that. Just a sad fight. Something I learnt years ago in the Lachlan with redfin was they school up. So if you tether one up where I've just caught those two, you could probably sit here and catch them all night. But I did see some big trout this morning, so I'm gonna hopefully go and catch a few of them. But I've quite a lot of views on fish management and what we should do with these redfin. You know, there's no point stocking like they stock bass in this lake up here. It's a waste of time because every little bass fingerling's going to get ate by those redfin. But if you stock bass like that, then those bass would automatically start feeding on those baby redfin, and the only redfin that you would have left would be the larger ones, and then the genetics of those larger ones would breed better fish too. But if you keep letting the little runty guns go back in and you keep keeping the legal ones to eat, you end up with a fishery that's just got millions and millions and millions and millions of stunted fish. And we don't really want that, do we? Always wanted to fish these bridges. You've seen the paddock I'm in, there's no signs of trespass or anything. There's no stock in it. So I'm going to cut across, check the bridges out and see if there's a trout there.